Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game.
Here we go. Come on. Ringo. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
90 is the mic. You ain't doing nothing today. 90 is the mic. That's what he thinks.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And an alley to run. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Watch 44. 6-man. Check curls. 90.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 65 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point right down the middle. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Right here, right here. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike.
On first down, Bishop.
Let's go, D.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first and 10, Bishop. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Ringo. 52's the mark, boy. 52.
From the gun, Bishop out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Bishop. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's third down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Bishop. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. They're on 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Rolling to his right. And this one's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. This is Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10.
Man left, man left. Hey. 4 down, 4 down.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Prescott now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go. Hey, kill. 47.
Third and short yardage. Prescott feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Marcus Davenport drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. And his kick is us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, Kamara. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Bishop. And James has it. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing on first down. Bishop. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Second and 15. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Bishop. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second and 3. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
52's the mic right here. Hold on, right? 52's the mic.
Operating from the gun. Bishop. James has got it. Complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ready? 52 to mine. Check 52 to mine. I got you.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Second and 2. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Let's go. He's a killer. I got you. I got you. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Stay with your man.
From the gun, Bishop. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for the Cowboys. 49 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, Bishop. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Operating from the gun, Bishop. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On first and 10, Bishop airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. From the gun, Bishop. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Back two, Mike, back two, Mike, back two. All day, every day. Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike. Too little, Captain.
2nd and 1. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jesse James. As the first half is winding down, as they have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Prescott from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Over. 54.
Throwing on first down. Bishop looking here for Smith downfield. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Saints 31, Cowboys 17. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Cowboys take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the twist. 90 is the mic. You ain't going nowhere. 90 is the mic.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Yeah, let's go sack line.
Looking to throw on second down. Bishop, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. Right, 54. Okay. Just like that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On first down, Murray. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Let's go. 54 Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win home.
Go. Close up the helmet. Here we go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch the throw. Watch the throw.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna
On first down, Bishop drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 10-yard line.
Ready. Hey, hold on. Mark 5-4. Go. Hey, watch that.
Back to throw. Bishop. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Here we go.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Come on, baby. Let's get this.
Looking to throw. Bishop under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jalen Smith able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Silver. Mike 52. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Bishop. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
That's it. Army. 26.
To throw is Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Come on. Hey, check.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bishop. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. On 4th down, Bishop over the middle, complete. It's James. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
That's it, baby.
Wilson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down, Bishop. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Here we go. 50 sacks. 54. And it's getting them holes.
Now a first down carry. It's Camara. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Second and 5 at the 21-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Camara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
And inches.
Let's go. Zip line. Check. Come on. 54. Let's go. Deep. Hard. Deep. Man up. Deep. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Coming.
From the gun, Bishop. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. Hey, hold on. Mike 56. Rip right.
Try to pound it in, Camara. And Camara has it stripped.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards. Good for a Cowboy first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Watch the screen.
10th carry now for Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll indeed take a knee. On third down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. It's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the